What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner back off in this thing. Choke no joke, chiggy. Choke no joke, man.
Choke no joke, chiggy. Choke no joke. Choke no joke, chiggy. Choke no joke.
Choke, what the hell's going on, man?
Man, we had a little complications over here in the building, so we had to take a little break, but we are back. You know what I mean?
Answer me this though, Choke. That documentary, man. I mean, hell, I was just talking to Turk the other day, and he was talking about performing up there at the tunnel and all of that good stuff, man.
Yeah.
How's that documentary doing? Where is it at, and how can folks get down with it, sir?
The Hip Hop Nucleus is out right now on Tubi for all y'all that need to watch it free. You know what I mean? I know everybody, ain't got it like that to go to Apple TV and cop it. You know what I'm saying? Or go to Amazon Prime and cop it. You know what I mean? But Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Tubi, there's a couple of other platforms, Cluster. It's a few of them. You know, more streaming platforms to come, all right? Make sure y'all support that. The Tunnel documentary, the Hip Hop Nucleus, everybody from Jay-Z, Nas, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Mobb Deep, 50 Cent, Little Kim, Eve, you name it, they in there, all right? East Coast, West Coast, South, North, everybody's in it. Even in the Great Britain, Tim Westwood, everybody's in there, yeah.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
See now, Choke, I was about to go in a whole different direction, but after you name all of those damn names, I have to ask you about your catalog, sir. I think you might have one of the most extensive catalogs of the golden era in hip-hop. When you go through all of that content, what's going through your mind now?
There's still a lot of stuff that I have. There's a lot of stuff like tapes that I have no idea what the hell is on them.
What?
Yeah, so it's...
Oh, sucky.
It's like I gotta go through a lot of stuff, but I do like, when I go and I look at stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, and it just brings back a lot of memories, and it lets me know I've done a lot.
What about the stuff that you ain't watching? Why ain't you watching that stuff in the vault? To figure out exactly what the hell you got.
Because it's like all the stuff that I shot over the last 10 years is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to go all the way back to the 90s and start digging, and it's a different process, because now I gotta hook up the DV cam. Well, it's already hooked up, but you know what I'm saying? But then you go in there and there's the transferring and all that stuff. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
To go through all that content. And then I got a lot of stuff on beta. I've been transferring betas. I've been shipping them out, to dub houses and getting those converted and put on drives. So even the stuff that I got on the digi betas and the betas is mind blowing.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like seeing the Aaliyah interview. And shout out to Mr. Excitement.
Yeah.
One of my former hosts when we was doing Street Funk. We it's so many interviews me and him have done. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, I got so many old interviews.
Yeah.
All content, album release parties, platinum party. I was looking at Q-Tip's album release party for the Amplified album and at Tower Records.
That's crazy.
And he's sitting there doing, like, the stuff that you don't see no more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And Street Team outside, Def Jam guys trying to fight the bad boy guys because they taking their posters down. You know what I'm saying? They put posters up while police is out there. Like that golden era of street marketing. Just things like that. You know what I'm saying? I've done documentaries on Street Team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff, man, when you go back and look at it.
Okay. With that being said, man, I wanted to ask you about Wendy Williams, man. You know, you just saw her documentary that just recently came out on Lifetime. And it's seeming like we're watching the demise of an icon right before our eyes, man. Or how do you feel about this, Choke? Do you feel like maybe Wendy's playing a game and she's producing all of this stuff and just getting another check? Or do you feel like Wendy is being taken advantage of by a lot of different people and is being shown to the world? Or are you just indifferent to it all?
Well, it's like you said just now, that's layers. And there's layers to the Wendy thing. There's people that I speak to that say, F Wendy Williams, that's good for her. This is her karma for all the years she put people business out there and destroy families and marriages and, and things like that. You have those people that aren't sympathetic to her. Then you have the people, like you and I that do what she's done, that she's broke grounds for in this space here, which became, in media, but which became like podcast and radio. She's a pioneer for the gossip,
trending
the dirt,
topics,
current events. You know what I'm saying? And she had, telling the truth for her back then was critical because she couldn't be as raw as the people that are on the internet today, because you even seen when she told the truth or alleged truth about Puff way back then. They kicked her off of the radio, and she had to go to Philly, and then she made her way back to New York, and then she went from New York and built herself back up to #1 to go to television and leave radio and become #1 in television. So you got to tip a hat to that. Oprah ain't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you got that respect for her from that layer of people. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the top layer of where she's at now. Like I said, you have some people that's sympathetic to her, and then you have some people that's not. Right? And then you have the people like me that I understand who she became in radio. And I don't think that, it's cool for people to get joy for where she's at now, because you wouldn't want that for, your mom. And you got to think she got a kid. You know what I'm saying? They got to see his mom like that. You know what I'm saying? And then there's got to be ton of guilt on Kevin Hunter. He has to feel ton of guilt. Like, and I know that, a lot of people probably be like, F him too, because it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that he's probably got like a ton of bricks on his back. I know he feel guilt because he cheated on his wife, and that probably partook in a lot as far as her condition now, because part of her condition come from drinking. You know what I'm saying? And drug abuse probably. You know what I'm saying? So going through a harsh public breakup like that, and then him having a baby with another woman, all probably contributed to her getting in this condition. So I know him watching her deteriorate, like this, and he know that he played a big part in it. He got to feel like shh.
I mean, when you look at it from my vantage point, it just hurts to see, because you know that she was one of the best to do this. And to be in that kind of a condition, it just hurts to see exactly what's going on. Hopefully that now that everything's been seen, maybe she could get some help. Do you think she'll be able to get some help and get back to where she was at before? Or do you think this is just going to be something that's going to be ongoing and spiraling?
I don't know if that her condition is reversible. I don't know if anybody ever came back from what she has dementia, right?
Yeah, they're saying it's alcohol-induced dementia.
Right. So I've never seen her look this bad.
Yeah.
You know, I would hope, I would pray that, you know, she could get some help to come back to, you know, for what we know her as, but I don't think that she will have a career that she could come back to and do what she was doing with the Wendy show or the Wendy experience. No.